Joanna Marie Parrish was an undergraduate student at the University of Leeds in 1990. She was studying French. Part of her program meant that she would spend part of her third year in a work placement. For Parrish, that was a teaching assignment at the Lycée Jacques Amiot in Auxerre, in France. Her boyfriend, Patrick Proctor, would study Russian in what was then Czechoslovakia. It should have been fun times for Joanna and her boyfriend. She was going to be finished work before he was done his studies, so her parents were coming to France to take her belongings back to Gloucester while she traveled to join her boyfriend. To give her a little extra spending money, she offered up private English lessons with a small ad in a local newspaper. Just a week before she was to leave for Czechoslovakia, a man contacted her asking her to teach his son English. Her roommate would say that Joanna arranged to meet the man outside the Banque Populaire in Auxerre on May 16, 1990, at 7 p.m., and she just never came back home. Her body was found naked in the river Yonne the following day, about 3 miles from the town. She had been raped, beaten, and strangled. The case went unsolved until 2018 when French serial killer Michel Fourniret confessed to a judge that he had indeed killed Parrish and 2 other girls. He had been a suspect in the case because it was so much like the kidnappings and murders of 7 other girls that were killed in France and Belgium between 1987 and 2001. Fourniret was convicted of those in 2008 and sentenced to life. At the time, they just didn't have enough to tie him to Joanna's death, though. Fourniret's wife, Monique Olivier, was convicted with him. Her role was to entice the girls into their vehicles so that Fourniret could harm them. Sometimes she brought her son, Selim, along to make girls feel even less suspicious about getting into the vehicle. In 2005, she would say that she saw her husband kill a young woman in Auxerre before dumping her body into the river. She told officers that the girl gave a good fight for her life. Fourniret had been planning on holding her prisoner, but that changed when she fought back. The only matching death in Auxerre at the time was Joanna's. She recanted her statement, though, and police lost an important DNA sample. So in 2010, the case was closed without charging either Fourniret or Olivier. The case was reopened in 2012 while police looked at a new suspect, and it remained open while Fourniret confessed to the murder in 2018. He would die before he could be tried for Parrish's murder and for the murders of Marie-Angèle Domès and Estelle Mouzet. 5 years later, it seemed that there would just be no justice for Joanna. Until, that is, French authorities brought Olivier to trial for her connection to those crimes in 2023. Olivier was 75 by then. She had very little to say this time. She acknowledged her role in the murders and asked for forgiveness. She was sentenced to another life term of imprisonment. The bodies of Marie-Angèle and Estelle have never been found. After 33 years, an incredibly long wait, her family finally had answers. Thank you for listening. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.